Good morning.
Hi, welcome to Socially Unsocial.
I'm Patty.
I'm Danielle.
And we're your hosts of your favorite podcast, Socially Unsocial. Welcome to the big show.
Big show. We got the big guns. We got the big show. We got the big conversation.
You know, big ideas, big plans.
Oh, yeah.
We have none of those things.
We've been spitballing so many ideas today. We're on a roll.
You're on a roll. You are on a roll. I love this. Thank you for showing up with all, just big brain.
Sometimes my brain works.
Okay, so.
And I didn't even have coffee today. I had my protein with the caffeine, but I didn't have my coffee.
Look at that. I love coffee. So the other day I was at the grocery store and I was like, I need creamer because I do not use creamer in my coffee. I know that you do. And I was like, no, I have milk. So then I saw a cookie one a month ago. So I got that. So now I needed a new one. And I'm like, should I get the same one? No, let me test it out. Horrible decision. Stick with what you love. Don't try new things.
What brand?
I'm so annoyed with
buy?
myself. So I went from the normal brand of my cookie that I love. It has the elf on the front, I think. I don't know. Are we there yet? Is it Christmas already or is it just green? Anyways, it's cookies. And then I pivoted and I was going to grab Starbucks peppermint something. And then I saw Starbucks white mocha. So then I was like adventuring in my creamer. I'm new to cream. So like I shouldn't be doing this.
You should try Chobani.
Oh, I did that one.
Oh, did you?
Cookie dough?
I didn't try the cookie dough. Which one did I tried? There was a couple. There was a chocolate something with the strawberry, like a chocolate strawberry or something.
What?
And it was, yeah. That was
sounds
so
amazing.
Good. I feel like theirs are sweet, but not overly sweet.
100%. You're right. I need to go back to Chobani. So the one I grabbed was organic something or another. Organic, milk farm or something. And it was eggnog. And I was like, I love eggnog. I don't even think it's really creamer. I think it's not for your coffee. I think it's just eggnog.
Oh.
So I did that yesterday. Instant
I feel like
regret.
It's way too early for eggnog.
It's barely October. I know, but I got excited. That's what happens when I'm like, oh, I'm going to try something new. And then I go way off the handle. And I'm just like, who let me do that? I did the same thing in the Oreo aisle.
I saw your post.
You know what? That is why I cannot be let loose in a grocery store. I need to do my pickup orders. That is when my brain is thinking, right? When I'm in the store, I become a different human. And all of a sudden I'm like, I'm going to look. So I got Oreos. I literally went to grab the thin mint ones. Delicious. Amazing. I could eat 15 of them. They're so good because they're not super thick, They're just
the thin ones.
Love those.
Oh, those. I hate Oreos, but I love the thins.
Yeah, they're so different.
Yeah.
So good.
It's about the ratio, like the Reese's eggs.
100. Those are you and I, simpatico. Yeah, absolutely. The next time I'm in a grocery store, I'm going to text you before I buy something new. And I'm going to say, is this or isn't this a good idea? Because I ended up with the Oreos that are thick in toffee.
Oh.
They're horrible. I like Heath bars. Isn't a Heath bar toffee though?
Yeah.
I'm so confused because this Oreo is horrible. They're sitting in my kitchen if you want to try one.
No, thank you.
That's horrible. Yeah, after this rave review. But yeah, who am I? Who are you when you go in the grocery store? Obviously, everyone knows you can't go in hungry.
Oh, yeah, no.
But also, that is like the low. So then today I'm back to my cookie creamer. And I don't know how expensive this stupid eggnog thing was, but there goes $4, $4.99.
Oh, you better drink every last drop of that shit.
It's so bad. It was so bad in my coffee. I was like, this is the worst. Ugh.
So that's your low, the Oreo and eggnog disaster?
Yeah. Does it get lower? Just kidding. That's like my middle low. It goes a lot
I feel
lower.
like if that's your low of the week, that's a win.
Yeah, I had a good week.
Yeah.
I've been so busy I can't even see what my high and low is.
I can't believe we're finally out of September because I felt like September was the longest month.
It was.
Not that I want it to go by any faster because by the time we blink our eyes, 2025 is going to be over. But I felt like September was the never-ending month.
Yeah, it really was. August and September were both pretty long. I mean, July was long, but everyone wants it to be long, so I feel like it's okay.
July went by in a blink of an eye, and I feel like August went by in a blink of an eye. Yeah.
What did I do even? Oh, you know why? The kids went back to school in August.
Oh, so that, yeah, a little bit more free time. So
yeah.
It goes by faster.
Yeah, life eased up a little bit.
Well, the other day I was getting into my car and I'm thinking, I'm like, well, this is my low. This was my low. And now I can't remember what my low was.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Like in the moments now you're like, well, just experienced it.
Yeah, this is old age along with my decrepit body and my knees and my hip and all that other shit. My memory is going. If I don't write it down and I don't put my to-do list together, I have pads now everywhere. I have a pad in my car because I have to, when I think about podcast ideas or song titles or something that I need to talk about, I need to write it down now.
Well, good for you. I'm just still stuck in I forget everything. I haven't found the solution. So good for you. Being proactive about it.
Well, I didn't want my low to be about work because that's like just dealing with stupid agents and no one calling you back for 3 days after you submit an offer. So that's really annoying because
That's the theme. That's what Margot said yesterday in class to you.
It's just been, so no urgency. That's cool. Even though we all live with our phones in our hands, like, great. Devastating. I was just telling people bad news. All my clients, just bad news and just... It becomes so emotional, so then you feel bad and then you just feel like it's something you did, but it's not really because I can only do my job if the other person on the other side is doing their job. So
yeah, well, don't you feel like it's a buyer's market, so they're just being all these offers are coming in?
It's a seller's market still.
I'm sorry, that's what I meant.
Exactly. But that's what they have the upper hand. So if they want to wait 3 days to get back to you, they can. And so it's just terrible. And it's about coaching. You have to coach your clients to good humans, basically.
I know, right? Like not just sit on an offer. It's like these are these people who are putting in the offer to buy your house. This is their like, oh my God, what a special moment in their life. And it's such a big deal to just kind of be like, well, let's see if we get anything better.
Yeah.
You know what it's like? It's like dating in high school, like, people are just rude.
Yeah.
No, waiting for something better to come along. Like, I don't want to commit. No, I can't give you. I mean, not my Letterman jacket. I don't remember what it was. Like, I'm not going to wear your scrunchie on my wrist. Was that a thing at your high school? Girls would like give the guy a scrunchie and they would wear it if you were dating.
No, I don't remember that.
I think that happened at my high school, but it was like for my younger siblings. I'd be like, what are you guys doing?
Maybe wearing like putting it in their car, but I don't remember them wearing it on their wrist.
No, it was like a thing in like maybe the 2010s. I don't know. Do we have any young listeners that can
2010,
confirm?
I was 10 years out of college.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying it was a thing. I have younger siblings who were in high school and I would see it all the time. People don't want to commit because they always think that around the corner something better is coming. And you know what? Sometimes they're right.
Sometimes they are, but I tell everyone, remember this. Pigs get fed.
No.
Hogs get slaughtered.
What?
If you're greedy, hogs are greedy.
Oh.
Yeah. Pigs get fed, just content. They're happy. And when you start to get greedy, it would take you out back.
Interesting. I guess I don't know that much about hogs versus pigs.
Start watching the Animal Planet.
Also, I want to be neither of those things. So compare me to like an eagle, maybe.
They say pigs are actually clean. They're not as dirty as we make them out to be.
I bet they're really stupid. Are they smart or are they stupid?
That I don't know.
Piglet from Winnie the Pooh. I really bonded with Piglet.
This conversation took a turn.
To Disney. Shocking. That's the only pig. That's like literally my only experience with a pig.
Oh, Charlotte's Web isn't Disney?
Oh, no, it's not Disney, but I love Charlotte's Web too.
Okay. And the pig from Sing?
You know what? Yeah. Sing isn't my jam.
Oh.
Is that Pixar?
You're asking the wrong person. You're lucky I knew a pig was in Sing.
Your nieces and nephews must like that movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
That's cute. All right, so you don't remember your low? Your low is that you don't remember
just
things?
Low, just stupid people, I guess. If I think about it later in this conversation, I'll let you know. But yeah, just stupid people.
I feel like if we went back through it, we should do that and see what our lows were and do a yearly wrap of our high lows. Because I'm kind of curious, like I said this yesterday in my cycle class. Whatever makes you feel most alive and brings you joy, it's like you have to do those things more often. But sometimes if you don't take time to realize what your highs and lows are, you don't really know what's bringing you down. And you don't really know what's bringing you up. So I think I will go back and listen and just kind of see. It's like writing in a diary and then taking, a mental picture of what makes you happiest. And
I guess I got to go
resonates.
back to the notepad in my phone and write my highs and lows daily, so it really resonates.
Yeah. Remember when we talked about doing the things that you're grateful for? I put 2 things on my list and then I fell off the wagon.
I should probably go back and see when I stopped doing that as well.
You know what they need? An app that's going to remind you every day when you're, sipping your coffee or when you just sit down to work. It'll go ding, ding, ding. What are you grateful for today? And then you can put it in.
Right. Or just habit stacking.
There's an app for that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's something. I bet you there is. Please let us know what you use.
Yes.
Because I'm sure it's out there.
I'm sure it is. I'm excited to learn.
We can ask Chad, too.
Yeah. Yes. ChatGPT. Love him.
What was your high? We'll wrap up the high-low section of this episode.
Oh, what was my high? Okay, well, I didn't really talk about this because by the time we had done it, this is our first time recording since I did my cycle event at Lindy's. Did we talk about it?
Yeah, you talked about that last week, dude.
Well, it's still my high.
Well, maybe you could talk about
it again.
Yeah,
it is coming.
because,
We're
yeah.
doing it October 11th. If you want to join us on the beach, apparently, I already ranted and raved about it, so you guys know all about it.
Yeah, I think Patty doesn't want me to join. She keeps picking days I can't do.
I know. No, I knew in the calendar, but in my head, I'm like, this is so much fun. I want to do it all the time. So just take the dates, take the good weather while we've got it. And then we're going to just have to start this earlier next year. I'm literally going to have to buy a truck because my friend Bree, her father is so generous and just so helpful. And, oh yeah, I did talk about the whole event because I love them.
We know you don't have a great memory.
And I don't have my Post-its and my spreadsheets like you do to keep me on track. No, that was a high. But let's talk about being there for my kids and their games. That was a high. It was homecoming. So did you guys enjoy homecoming? I wonder who went to photos for a nephew or a kid. I can't even imagine when my kids are old enough that they're going to homecoming. But they did have
right around the corner.
I know, right? In 3 years. Theo's almost 12. Oh my gosh. So yeah, 3 years. But we did have a flag football homecoming game. And Mikey, the kids, they get flowers to give to their mom. It was really sweet. So yeah, that was what first popped into my head as a high. But then I was like, well, also Lindy's. That was such a big deal. I loved it. But all right. So yeah, lots of highs around here. How was yours?
That's great. I think that was the same response last week. I had so many highs.
That's what I said?
Yeah.
It's so funny because I'm so stressed. But, when you talk about highs, it's like there are good things happening.
Well, right. That's what they say. You always have to focus on the positive because when you focus on the positive, everything becomes positive and things are better versus when you focus on the negative, then things just keep going down, 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 down.
And down.
Yeah. And down.
Well, I think that's funny because if you look around, I feel like I could focus on all the crappy things that are people. You know how you're saying your low is just stupid people? It's there are so many people that do not want you to succeed, that talk behind your back. And it's just man, that can really be so hard. And I think when I was younger, it sat with me longer. And then now it's still hurtful. But if I can just focus on the people that did show up, the people that do cheer me on, it really kind of changes the brain pattern and the way that you feel about situations and your life. So hopefully we can all kind of focus more on the good things, the good people, because we are good people and there's good people in our life and life isn't awful. So just focus on the good. All right, let me hear what your high. Do you remember it?
Well, my high was actually with a high within a low because I had such a crappy week last week that on Friday I said, I'm going to take the afternoon off, and me and my husband went to the shooting range and went shotguns, and it was so therapeutic. I know there's a lot of people out there that think guns, all the negative things about the guns, but if you're using them properly and you know how to use them and you're using them in a safe environment, it is actually very, very therapeutic. And I haven't shot a gun in probably the last time I was at the range was over a year ago. So I was fairly impressed with my skills that I was able to get it within the same groupings that if it was a perp coming at me, I would have been able to shoot them, close to near their chest. So
wow,
that was my high.
Don't break into Danielle's house. No. I don't know if you have a gun, but if she does, she's ready for you. Watch out.
So just the way I felt, it just felt like you were just it was like release. I felt like I could have slept for a week after that.
Aww.
I just felt so, it was like a weird feeling, but just kind of relaxed.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you guys went and did that together. I was thinking that you were going to go enjoy the beautiful weather day drinking or something, or on a patio with a soft pretzel and cheese or something. Yummy.
No. Yeah, sorry.
That's my idea of a good Friday afternoon off work. Oh my gosh. I love that my kids also, that's their idea, is going to Lucky Monk and sitting with their soft pretzel. And I'm like, say less, boys. They have an amazing sangria. Oh, it's October. Are you doing sober October?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're one day in. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. It's probably been a week. I didn't drink the last week, or at least the last couple of days of September.
To like gear up for it?
No, not really. I just wasn't feeling it. And then the other day I was like, I have one day left. Should I take advantage of it? And then I was like, you know what? I really don't feel it. And I was also on this new antibiotic too. So, you're not supposed to mix antibiotics and alcohol. So I was like, nope, it's just a sign. I'm just going to start a couple days early and get through October and see if I can go, see how long I can go.
Yeah, let's see. Oh my God. Maybe we're going to be sitting here in March.
Yeah. Holidays, that's a little rough.
Yeah. Oh, I love when we were talking about sober October, and Anna's like, that you're watching my children for a couple days. Are you sure you want to commit to no drinking? Oh God, kids are the best. Her
but
kids
even
are so
more
sweet.
so, like I never drink when I have other people's kids.
It's
the
scary.
responsibility, if I F up and something happens and I'm sober, can you imagine the guilt, let alone if I had alcohol on me?
I know that's the daily struggle for sure, because accidents happen all the time and you just never know. But then also I think any parent that has a few drinks at the end of the day or something, what if your kid wakes up in the middle? I mean, I don't know. I've had to rush to the, emergency room with high fever or this or that. It's like, you just never know. I always want my wits about me.
Yeah, it's definitely, here and there is fine, but those people that tie one on every night, like shit, man.
Because your odds are against you.
Yeah,
because the
definitely.
odds are, it's like, it's like, what risk? What a risk.
Yeah, so her kids are good. I'd be fine. I've already put together possible play dates with my nephews and niece. So
cute.
Yeah, they get along well. So it'll be fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And she's going to Thailand for her 10-year anniversary. So if I can help out in any way, that's a lifetime opportunity. Who goes to frickin' Thailand? Only Anna.
I know. She said that, and I was like, I can't even picture what Thailand's like right now.
I heard it's pretty cool. So
how are they? Yeah, that's awesome. How long are they going for? Not to share their complete
7 days,
vacation
maybe
itinerary.
10 days. I really don't know.
That's amazing. So it's not just like obviously you're going to Thailand. You have to stay more than a week.
Yeah, because I think it's a long flight.
Ugh. Wow.
13 hours maybe.
Listen, if me and Mike even just got on a flight and had 7 hours, I mean, granted, I don't want to be on the plane for our only time away, but how relaxing. Just the flight alone would be so relaxing without kids to worry about. That's like when we went to Cabo, when we went to Savannah. Poor Mike, he's always like, you're always like planning these girls' trips. And I'm like, yeah.
Next time it'll be a girls' trip plus Mike.
Yeah, let's do it. He would totally do his own thing, but at least we would both get a break at the same time.
Right.
You know, it's really hard.
Life with children.
Oh my God. Yep.
Well, that leads me into kind of my question that's been haunting me for the last week and a half. It kind of came to me, and I want your take on it. I tried to bring this up in a conversation with people the other day, and they all kind of looked at me like I had 5 heads. Like, that's a good question, but no one was really able to answer it. I did ask a few other people via text their thoughts on it. But the word need and the word want. So someone was like, I need you in my life. And then I'm like, okay, like that's good, right? It's a good feeling if someone says like, I need you in my life. And then my head just went down a rabbit hole, and I'm like, well, if someone needs you, is that necessarily a good thing? Wouldn't you want people to want you in their life? But then I'm like, well, sometimes then that want, that desire goes away, right? So then I'm thinking, well, now I'm going to ask the people around me, if you had to pick, do you need me in your life or do you want me in my life? You have to pick one, and what are you picking, and what's the why behind it? Mm-hmm. If you think about it, so I had this conversation with Jay, and I thought maybe we'd be on the same page. And I was like, well, technically I don't need you, right? Nothing you do is I'm not going to die if you die tomorrow or if you leave me tomorrow. I'm going to survive. I'm going to keep going. Is my life easier because you're in it? Absolutely. Do I love being around you? Do you make me a better person? All these things, right? But that's definitely the definition of need.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
What is the definition of
So
need?
when I asked ChatGPT, because I was like, okay, well, let's see what the computer thinks, you know?
Chad would be so mad you just called him a computer.
So I said, when it comes to relationships, is it better to want someone or to need someone in your life? And he goes, in healthy relationships, it's better to want someone than to need them. Here's the difference. Wanting someone, you choose to have them in your life. Your happiness doesn't depend on them, but they enhance it. You're whole on your own, and they complement that. There's freedom and mutual respect. You stay because you want to, not because you have to. Needing someone, you feel you can't function without them. You may tolerate unhealthy behavior out of fear of being alone. The relationship can become imbalanced or codependent. It can stem from fear, insecurity, or unresolved emotional wounds. Bottom line, the healthiest relationships are built on mutual desire, respect, and choice, not dependency. Needing someone can feel intense, but wanting someone is rooted in freedom, strength, and love. Wanting someone says, I choose you. Needing someone says, I can't be without you. One is love and the other is survival.
Ooh. I thought they were going to say it's lust. And I was like, ooh, it's survival. Ooh.
So a little deep for a Monday morning, okay?
Is it Monday? Oh, yeah. Like, I don't even know what day it is today. So what did Jay's face look like when you told him that you wouldn't crumble and not be able to function if he died?
I think in reality, he knows. But his ego is like, oh, you would die without me. You know, his whole thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. I think because you've been through a lot of loss, so you can look at yourself as a pillar of strength. So yes, do I think that you would be okay and survive if Jay died? Yes, you would be okay. But do you need him in your life versus a want? It depends on how you look at it and the severeness that you're saying, oh, I only need you, you know? Because I think in love, everybody says, oh my gosh, I need you. I couldn't survive without you.
But I think, is that cliche?
It is so cliche, and it is not true because as we've seen, nobody who dies from a broken heart.
Well, the people on Notebook, they died together.
I know, that was cute. That was so cute. That was, yes, movies, fairy tales. You know, it is just kind of what we saw growing up. So then, yes, it becomes so cliche. It's the thing that you think you have to feel, say, otherwise it's not legit enough. It's not real enough for you. It's not good enough of a relationship if you don't live and breathe and die for them, you know.
Life isn't a Disney movie. Or a rom-com.
I know. So unfortunate. No, it's horrible that it's not a musical, to be honest. And everyone's just singing in the streets in the morning. I try it, and nobody in my house likes it.
No one wants me singing all day long.
Do you remember that one episode on How I Met Your Mother when Marshall and Lily, and they just start singing about everything they do?
Yeah.
I think it was Marshall who sings.
Marshall sings everything. But I feel like every sitcom also has a musical. Grey's Anatomy had an episode where there was a musical.
It was a little dark of a musical.
Scrubs had a episode where it was a musical.
Loved that one. That was well done. I didn't even like Scrubs, and I liked watching that.
And they're getting a reboot.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh, cute. I didn't really watch that one much, but it was good. Yeah, so I think, what is the point of even what we're talking about again?
Well, so then I sent a text to my brother, actually, because he is very
level-headed.
He's level-headed, but he's very philosophical sometimes.
Oh, there it is.
But he also is a kind of like a politician sometimes, where he just doesn't want to say the wrong thing.
Ooh,
like he
keeps the peace.
Keeps the peace.
Yeah, I love that. Love that friend.
He said, need implies my life would crumble and I would die without you. Do I want you in my life? Absolutely, because I love you. Love is a choice. I choose to love you. I choose to love you for various reasons, despite getting angry and sometimes disagreeing with how you choose to live your life.
What a thoughtful response.
Right. And then so I was like, okay, I love that. And then he's like, it's kind of like an old parable I heard before in summary. I would die for you, but I'm not going to live for you.
Oh my gosh, he's so sweet.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, well, that helped me too, because I was struggling too, because I'm like, after Jay was like, no, then I'm like, well, should I need him?
Because
should it be
Jay
a need?
was,
because he was like, no, like, he thinks it probably should be a need and a want, not just a want. And then I was thinking, okay, is there something wrong with me? And then I was thinking, the people in my life, do I want you to say you need me, or do I want you to say you want me? But then again, the needing applies. Am I doing something for you that maybe I shouldn't be doing, and that's the only reason why you want me in your life, you need me in your life versus want me in your life?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that there is, if you really look at the people in your life, who do you need? I think it's very few people, and it's like, I need the people that are helping me with my kids. I need the people.
Right, but you're not going to just, your mom, right? If she just felt she was only needed and not wanted, that would ruin her.
Oh, totally. But I think that some people do kind of thrive on feeling needed.
Oh,
so
of course. That's one of my issues. Like,
yeah. And I think that it takes a really not very healthy person to be like, well, I just like to feel needed, and they don't even acknowledge that fact that they do like to feel needed, but they keep other people in a certain way because now I'm needed. So I'm not going to push them to get better. I'm not going to push them to grow or push them to stop, with this stupid addiction or this, because as long as you're doing that, you still need me. And then it feels really, really good to feel needed if you are a not healthy, secure person. So that's that on feeling like you want to be needed. But I don't think there's many people that I need in life. It's all a choice at this point. It's like I just want people around. I do feel as though I need my kids. I need them in my life. That would be rough.
Well, definitely. Those are people that you've brought into this world. It just...
Yeah, but I think that's it.
But also, too, not to be, again, here I go morbid, like, you would still... I've seen people lose children and still survive.
Oh, yeah, you would still survive. So if the need is a survival thing, we're like... You're taking it to that severe point where, like, okay, you need them or you would not survive. No, there's nobody in the world other than you yourself that you need to survive.
Children need their parents or need their parents to make good decisions for them so they can survive.
Or even or a parent figure. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. I think that wanting people is a much better thing to be. You want to just be wanted. You don't want to be needed. Because then people are only there because they need you, because they are not themselves whole/secure. But it really depends on the way that you're looking at the word need. I think that when someone says to you, I need you in my life, oh my God, maybe I would say that to people in my life. Oh, I just need you in my life. I don't want to fight. I don't want to do X, Y, or Z if it's a friend of mine or something. And maybe I've even said that to Mike. Oh, I do need you in my life. I love you so much. But that when I say that, I need them. What I really mean is I just want you in my life.
Right.
So it just depends on how.
Flipping out interchangeable words.
Right. Well, I think because we are taught that needing someone is so, from the romance novels, that means something strong.
You're yearning for them.
Right. Yeah. But it's like, maybe that's not really what we mean when we say it. We're just kind of conditioned to have to want that. And that's the sign of a good relationship in a lot of movies and stuff. And that's what we were taught. So I think it's okay to say it. And then when you really dive deep, maybe it's not exactly what we mean. My kids would not tell you that they need me. Joseph, for sure. He'd be like, I don't need you. I don't want you. I'm good, Mom. Peace.
You can't take that to heart.
Can I, though? I'm not going to cry myself to sleep. Yes, I will.
Maybe if Theo said it to you. Yeah. You gotta take it personality by personality kind of thing.
Yeah. Giving me a run for keeping me humble. That's what that kid's doing. I think I'm awesome. I think I'm fun. He thinks I'm a disaster. So thanks. He knows the word disaster. It's great. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, the last one for sure is making you rethink. Am I a good mom?
I know.
Does he love me?
Yeah. I'm sure every parent has one child that gives them a run for their money.
Yeah.
Big time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. So who do you think in your life, going back to your question, who do you think that you need at all, if anyone? No one.
God.
Aw, look at you. Yep.
No,
Agreed.
I'm not saying that to be a dick. I feel like if I cut everyone out of my life for a week, right, and didn't talk to anyone, I'm sure there are people that I'd feel, oh man, I'm needing their conversation, I'm needing their advice, I'm needing their...
Just like their aura, their advice, they keep you sane.
Kind of like their comfort.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. That's sweet.
You know, so there's people that I would feel that like, okay, my life maybe doesn't function at high capacity without them in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely think it's more on the want. And I had read something the other day on Instagram, and it's like, if you hang out with someone for a day, or, you know, you go and hang out with someone, and then after you leave them, you have to replenish your battery, and they completely drain you, that those are people that you probably shouldn't be spending time with.
Wait, I literally sent that to you on Instagram.
Oh, did you send that to me?
Yeah, a
Okay.
good friendship is someone that you don't have to recharge your social battery when you leave. Yeah, and I saw that. I sent it to 2 people. You were one. And I was like, wow, that is so beautiful. And really, it's so true. If you are around somebody and they drain you, and you don't even have to realize it in the moment, but, you know, if you really think about it, how do you feel the rest of the day after you've seen these people? And it's like, are they just pulling at you and forcing you to, you know, explain yourself all the time? It's so beautiful when you can find people that you're just yourself and you don't have to recharge after.
Well, because it's so, when you sent that, thank you, because they all blend
the
together.
memory thing, we get it.
Because I never really thought of it like that. I always thought about, there's a handful of people that I love going to get coffee with and hanging out with, because when I leave, I feel invigorated and I feel inspired because the conversations are so great, and you don't mean to get deep, but you're talking about being deep, and they're hitting these levels in the conversation that not everyone can hit. And so I'm always focused on that, but I was never focused on the reverse, you know, the opposite, because I feel like there are a good amount of people in my life that I do hang out with or surround myself with, that after I leave and I'm like, why did I just do that? I'm angry, I'm depressed. Aww. You know, you just feel like shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think that luckily for us, I feel like for the most part, I mean, I'm just thinking of our core circle, we're surrounded by a lot of people who are just healthy and secure and just good people. So it's good because there's a lot of people out there that play the victim, and it's exhausting to listen to them. And then there's a lot of people that are always, you know, negative about stuff. And it's like, well, that's exhausting, you know, and it really like brings this cloud over you. And it kind of stems back to like what you focus on in life and like the people that you surround yourself with. I feel like that is such a theme for us right now, is just the people that you surround yourself with are truly shaping your day and shaping your life. So you have to be really careful on who you think you need and who you think you want, and make sure that it's the right people that are making the right choices in life, because, you know, your standards kind of get lowered when you're around people who aren't doing it right.
Well, you in the back of probably everybody's mind, you're like, oh, well, you know, that person needs to be lifted up and be surrounded by, you know, people or whatever. So you take one for the team or you sacrifice something, but the person never gets better. They're just always complaining or always miserable or always just draining your social battery. So yeah,
I mean, there's a difference too between somebody struggling and you loving them and wanting to be there for them in their moments of struggle. But when you go into a scenario or go into a house or go into a restaurant and you're meeting somebody and say their vibes or they're so negative, so they're down here, and say you started medium or high, if it's like every single time you see that person, they're pulling you down, and no matter what you do, you're never able to pull them up, then that's a very one-sided friendship and situation or scenario or group of people if they're constantly just bringing you down from your, because I want to walk into a room, and if it's a negative energy, I should be able to, if I am in a good mood, shift it another way, and don't always let everyone just pull you down. And let it happen once, let it happen twice. But if you're thinking about it and then you're like, you know what, this isn't for me. I've done all that I can do here,
Right.
because no one's going to change. Obviously, we know this, until they want to change. So no amount of being there for them or sacrificing your mental health and your good day to be there for them is ever going to change until they are ready. And sometimes it just takes leading by example. If you're just a good role model and doing your thing and being positive and stuff, then it kind of like is way more helpful than you taking the time to listen to their BS anyways.
Right. I feel like we got a lot accomplished. Like a good therapy session in 20 minutes. I don't know.
I love
Do you
that.
feel good?
I love that about us. I do feel good.
Yeah.
I feel as though my energy was mid, and now I feel like it's getting higher.
Okay, that's fabulous. I'm feeling there too. I'm good.
Aw.
I'm good. I'm good.
You know what? We're good. We're all things today. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, that was really cool. I'm glad that we got to talk about needs versus wants. And I think it's really important too, watching me with my boys and kind of being able to, like, I don't know, like they're looking at me and how I live my life. And it's like, if I was so aggressively needing something, it's going to show them that we aren't whole just as we are. So I hope that, because you never know where life's going to take you or your kids or the people around you that you love. So what you really hold tight to, I mean, it can be gone in an instant. And then what?
Right, absolutely.
And I feel like, we really figure out who we are when we are stripped down and lose things. And maybe that's part of life's lesson, is who are you? And are you alone enough to make the right decisions, even without all those people that you think you want and need?
Yeah. Well, it comes down to too, like, I think parents probably struggle with that. There's a lot of things that you need to do for your children. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of things you want to do for your children. Mm-hmm. But you don't necessarily have to do all the things you want to do, because sometimes the stuff that you want to do for your children isn't going to help them be a better human. Mm-hmm. It might deter them and take them somewhere. The expectations, I'm sure it's probably hard, especially for you now with having, open up your own business. It's like, yeah, would you like to go to every single soccer game and game that your kids have? Yes, absolutely. But do you really need to? As long as they know you're showing up. But if you have to work and you have to do those things and sacrifice things to make yourself better, your kids' life better, your family's life better, maybe at that exact instant they might not understand, but eventually they'll understand, because it's almost legitimately impossible. My dad had to work nights. He didn't get to come to every single one of my softball games. My mom also worked weird schedules. She wasn't at every one of our softball games. One of them were there at one time, but it's like, I don't look back and be like, oh my God. Now, if I knew my dad was sitting at a bar, drinking and not coming to one of my games, then yeah, obviously, then I'm going to have more issues and I'd be in therapy. But, if you understand what the right reason was, why they weren't there, why they didn't show up.
Well, I think that really shapes their values too, because if your kid is looking at you and, well, what are you valuing in life? So if it's work, if it's money, if it's, socializing with friends, it's really just teaching the kid, okay, well, I am valued less than this, this, and this. And if it's literally telling your child, whatever it is, whatever you're choosing, right? You have to make a choice. Okay, if you're proud of the thing that you're choosing instead of this.
Exactly.
So sometimes I'll tell Mike, my husband, I want my kids to see that I'm a good friend and that I'm a good daughter and I'm there for my siblings or my family. So if I have to miss something of theirs, but I also like the thought of after it, just tell them. So I always will say to my kid, I'm so sorry I couldn't be at your game. I really wish I could be there, but it was really important for me to do X, Y, or Z today. So it allows them to realize that they are my world, but I also have priorities and I also value things that aren't just them.
Right.
And I think that they're better off for it because, like you said, it's not like I don't even know what I could be doing sitting in a bar, drinking, whatever it is. There's so many like bad things that you could do. But if you're leaving them for the right reasons, it kind of shows them, hey, kid, you're in this sport not to show off and make your parent proud. You're in this sport because you need to make yourself proud. Like, right. Be active, be part of a team, be part of a club. Do these things not because all these people are watching. Because also, as an adult, we all want to feel so validated all the time by the people around us. And I bet it stems from being a child and getting those A pluses or the gold stars or everyone's watching, cheering you on. That's a great feeling. But who are you when you strip all that away? Can you still be happy and be proud when there's not somebody there cheering you on? And maybe that's the start of it at a young age. Like, if they see that they're, not always everyone's center of attention.
Exactly. The world does not revolve around you.
Unfortunately, for us all.
Well, I hope you guys all had a fun little therapy session, and maybe now you can sort through your wants and needs and prioritize the people in your life better, and maybe get rid of do some fall cleaning.
Ooh, I love that. Fall cleaning.
Fall cleaning.
We got Sober October.
Yeah.
We've got fall cleaning. We have World Mental Health Day coming on the 10th. So we are so excited to continue this journey together. I think that we realized with our little hiatus that this is something that we don't need in our life, but we want it in our life.
Absolutely. Love it.
So thank you.
Thank you all for listening, and we're going to keep being us so you can keep being you. Peace.
Bye.